Hi guys, welcome to Bookish Shayla. Today I am going to show you the pages that I finished in April. I did exactly 30 pages, so my goal is always to do a page a day. So I did a page a day. Are going to be a few pages that aren't in here because they're for either May I Scrap Lift You or another fun little project that I did, that those will have their own video, and I don't want to show them yet because they're not supposed to be out there until a later date. So I will start. These are actually going from the newest one I did to the latest one I did, and I will try to let you know if there's a process video. This one is actually Christmas in July. It's the last video or process video that I did. We do lay a process video on the 25th of every month. This is Christmas in April. I used a Scrap-A-Sketch number 114, and I took some Close to My Heart Oh What Fun paper and compliments and stickers for this fun picture of, it was a Snapchat filter back in 2022. Sorry. Next up, here, let me cover these pictures up because nobody wants to see those. These are pictures of my son. He got a humongous deer back in 2016. It was actually like a 20 point or 21 point deer. And so these are pictures of him with it. I used, I don't know how to say it, but it's AALL stencil with some distressed oxide ink. I took some old papers from, I think this is actually from a paper pad, but they were all scraps and I just used them. Did a little ribbon, some Dazzle stickers, and some Paper Studio stickers that says open season and hunting. Next up is these next 11 are ones you've seen these before. They are the ones that I did at my all-day crop a couple of weeks ago, but I was going to talk a little bit more about them because I went through them pretty quickly. I used Scrap-A-Sketch number 110. This is the sketch that I used for this page of my son at the aquarium. These were just scrap papers. This one's Chamel. I think it's this one that's Echo Park, and this one's Jelly Bean Soup. But anyway, I know that one's Chamel, and then I used an Echo Park and a Jelly Bean Soup, and then a scrap that I didn't know where it was from. And then this and the labels back here and these chipboard are all a Freckled Fawn. This shark and this fish are all a Echo Park. The puffies are Freckled Fawn, and this is from Not Just for Boys Kit Club. So there's that one. This sketch I actually rotated this way. It's a Sketches in Time sketch number 609, and I used it to scrapbook these pictures of my mom and I in front of Cheers in Boston. The wood grain, and I don't know, there's a couple of papers that were Craft Consortium. There was a paper house. I think that's this one. I cut out the beer. It was a paper that had a beer on it, and I cut the beer out. And then there's some Discover USA paper. This red is from P Ink. There's some Reminisce. I cut out these film strips from some Reminisce paper. The stickers, these 3D stickers, are Paper House. The wood veneer is Color Cast Design, and the flare is Yes Please Paper Flare. Yes Please Paper Flare. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. But anyway, so that is this page. Next, I used, let me show you this one. Was it? No, it wasn't that one. Which one? This one. I used this page map from April 2008 for these pictures of my friends in New York City. I was with them. I just took all the pictures. For some reason, I was in a I don't want to be in the picture mode. I'm not sure why, but anyway, so I wasn't in the pictures. I just took the pictures. So these are we took a teacher's trip over fall break back in 2015 to New York. The papers are Kaiser Craft papers. The stickers, that's a Teresa Collins chipboard sticker. The ephemera is Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Traveler. There's some Not Just for Boys tickets. You can't really see them, but they're vellum tickets. This is a Pear Tree cut file. No, is that right? No, it's a Not Just for Boys Kit Club cut file, and I cut it in half. It was one big thing, and I cut it in half. The acrylic is Pear Tree cut files. That's what it was. The Scrappin' Happy Studio Flair, color cast design wood veneer. This is a Not Just for Boys Kit Club acrylic. Something, yeah. I think this I cut out of a pocket card from scrapbook.com. And yeah, I think that's it. This is the April Stick It Down sketch. And this is what I came up with. This is documenting us going to see, my daughter and I going to see Pretty Woman back in 2022. And this Pretty Woman stickers came from Letters to July. It's an Etsy shop. Then the chipboard stickers were from My Mind's Eye. And so were the Brads. This label is Freckled Fawn. The acrylics were Bramble Fox. The papers were just from my stash. And the splatter bits were Lindy's Flat Fabio. So there's that one. This one is a sketch from the Scrappy Square. I only used the right-hand side for this layout of my kids on the first day of school back in 2018. It was my son's senior year and my daughter's 8th grade year, but this is for my daughter's book, so I just put 8th grade on it. These are some really old paper. There's some Reminisce, Karen Foster, I think that's what this corkboard is. There's some Echo Park, I think maybe that's that. There's some, I don't have any idea where this one came from. It's super old. Then I have some stickers that were Echo Park and Simple Stories. Some of these stickers, I'm not sure which ones came from which. The chipboard ones were Simple Stories, I know for sure. The acrylics were from Bramble Fox. The epoxy flare was from Scrappin' Happy Studio. The wood veneer is from Color Cast Design. The tabs are Rosie Studio. And then there's some Nuvo drops, crystal drops also. So there's that one. For this one, I used this page map sketch from January of 2023. I loved how this one turned out. But anyway, this is my daughter just taking some selfies on a summer day back in 2022. And the papers are all close to my heart. Happiness Lives Here. And so are these, the stickers, the flower stickers, and these flower wood veneer. All those were from the same collection. The labels, there's some labels stacked up here and some washi tape. They are all from Freckled Fawn. I think the heart wood veneer is also Freckled Fawn. No, I think that's, it says, this chipboard. That's what the Freckled Fawn is. It says Just an Ordinary Day. There's some washi here that's Freckled Fawn. The wood veneer title is from Color Cast Design. The flare is from Some Assemblage Required. The acrylic piece is from Brambled Fox. The stencil was, this chevron stencil was Tim Holtz, and I used some Close to My Heart ink with it. And then I used some shimmer brushes for the splattering bits. And I think that's it, but I just thought this was the cutest. And I like how I did the title, Fabulous Summer Sunshine, and then Let Me Take a Selfie in Just an Ordinary Day. Anyway, I thought that turned out really cute. It was one of the my favorite ones that I did this month. This one, I used this page map right here from February of 2021, kind of small. This is a pretty easy, simple page. The papers are Photoplay. One is Hello Summer, and one is Tula and Norbert, that's it. They're just, and then some scraps. The stickers are Photoplay. And then some Close to My Heart stickers that went along with, this is a Close to My Heart sticker, the bubbles, and then a Freckled Fawn label. The acrylic piece is Bramble Fox. The epoxy flare here is Scrap and Happy Studio. The wood veneer that says Weekend Getaway and Lazy Days is Color Cast Design. This was also from Bramble Fox. There's some puffies and some Nuvo drops. And this is my son and daughter at Great Wolf Lodge back in 2013. This is a Sketches in Time sketch that I rotated this way. And it's my son and one of his fraternity brothers and best friends playing golf back in 2022. The paper is Photoplay. The stickers, the 3D stickers, this one and this one, are Paper House. There's some labels up here that are Freckled Fawn. There's some Simple Stories ephemera. The golf is a Simple Stories ephemera. There's some Photoplay stickers. The flat stickers here are all Photoplay. The flare is Yes Please Paper Craft Flare. I have a hard time saying that. And then I just had this little button here in my stash. And yeah. Next up is another one of my favorites. I used this scrap lift from Scrap Squad. They did 12 days of spring scrap lift, 12 days of spring scrap lifts this month, and this was day 10. And I did this with it. This picture is my daughter and I. We were just walking and holding hands. We do that sometimes. And one of my students, this was when we were on a school trip to Louisville last summer, and one of my students just took that picture and sent it to us. And I just love this picture. And I did buy this cut file specifically for that picture. True story. I know all of us do it at least once or twice, right? So the pattern paper is Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Spring Garden. And so are the foam stickers and the ephemera. The foam stickers are the little bees here and here, some hearts. The cut file was from Pear Tree Cut File. The acrylic piece that says Us, and these acrylic pieces are all from Pear Tree Cut File. The wood veneer, it says I Love You and You and Me and Never Grow Up, are from Color Cast Design. The flare, I'm pretty sure, was also Pear Tree Cut File. And then we have a Simple Stories Brad right here. I colored this and did the splattering bits with a Close to My Heart shimmer brush. And like I said, I just loved how this one turned out. Next time is this sketch. It was a retro sketch or throwback sketch. I can't remember what they call it for sure, over at the scrap room for April. And I used it to document these pictures of my daughter and I going to see Frozen last year, the play, back in March of 2023. And the paper is Simple Stories Winter Wonderland. the stickers, the frozen stickers here and here and here and here, and then these little ones here are all from the Letters to July Etsy shop. And then the other stickers were from Simple Stories. Then the ephemera here is from, and here is from Simple Stories. The acrylics are all Bramble Fox. The flare is Yes Please paper flare. There's a Brad here that is Simple Stories. I use Close to My Heart ink, and then I don't know if you can see it, but I stenciled in white some snowflakes, and the stencil is Echo Park, and the glamour paste is from Stamperia. This was another one of the Scrap Squad scrap lifts, and this was day 7. And this is what I came up with. Mine looks a lot different, but that's okay. This is a picture of my daughter and her best friend singing the national anthem back in 2021. The paper, this here, the note paper, the back is this heart paper, and that is Color Play. And then the black paper was a Kaiser Craft, and then I think it's this one here that's a Kaiser Craft, and then this was from my stash. The acrylics here are all Bramble Fox. The flare, canvas flare, is Scrap and Happy Studio. The wood veneer, this is wood veneer that I colored because the wood just stood out way too much. It is from Color Cast Design. These are called Brad Buddies. I've had them, oh my gosh, for so long. Like, they're some of the first thing, or maybe not the first things, but when I had kids, I bought these like forever ago. And so that's what those are. I used some Close to My Heart ink, and then I used I'm pretty sure I got my stencil from either Temu or Shein, one of those cheap sites. And then I used Distress texture paste. So like I said, it looks a lot different, but I think you can see it. The next one is this one. Sorry. On my paper are the two May I Scrap Lift ones that I can't show you. But anyway, this is a 2-pager using Close to My Heart Fresh Air and some Not Just for Boys cut parts. Those are on the back of their packaging. And then some My Mind's Eye die cut, and then Color Cast Designs acrylic and Color Cast Design wood veneer, and then some Scrap and Happy Studio heart flare. And this is the paper, or the page. It's of us at the zoo back in 2013. That's my mom and my daughter and my son. So there's that double page. The next one actually isn't this one. The next one I did is the, we did a telephone hop, a group of us. And so what happens is one person does a page and they send it to the next person, and the next person scrap lifts it and they send just their layout to the next person, and so on and so on. And so then we see, and I will have a video once it's like published and everybody's done it. I'll have a video of everybody's layout and show you what it looks like, and that's when I will show you that page. But there is this double page spread. This is of us at Great Wolf Lodge for Thanksgiving one year. We met my brother and his kids and family down at Great Wolf Lodge for Thanksgiving. So that's my mom and me and my brother and his 2 boys and my daughter. And this is just a Close to My Heart Eat, Play, Love kit, and everything on here except the twine is close to my heart. So there's that one. The next one is a it was a kit I got back in 2012, and it's not Disney, but I thought the colors just really went with it. And so the collection is Fancy Pants The Good Life, and everything came from it except the acrylics and the flare, and those came from Kiki's Tiki Room, which is an Etsy store, but it is just my kids and I at Epcot, and I just love the little shaker acrylic there. But anyway, so there's some acrylics and some flare that are from Kiki's Tiki Room, but everything else was from a part of the kit back in 2012. So there's that one. Oh, and was that all about the mouse? No, that one wasn't all about the mouse. I did a couple of different Disney layouts this month. This one was also a kit from forever ago, and I don't even know where the paper came from or anything like that anymore. I did add this flare from my stash, but this is my mom. This was us last summer on my daughter's senior trip, and that's my mom and my daughter and her best friend and me, and this is when we were at Costa Maya, and it just says "to the beach," and that's where we were going, was to the beach. That was our beach day. This is this is a, I'm trying to think, I'm pretty sure it was a Scrap-A-Sketch, and for some reason I didn't print it out, but I'm pretty sure that's where it came from. But I'll go and look and put it down below if I'm wrong. But this all was, all the paper and the dazzles are hot off the press, and I added some Prima flowers, some Bo Bunny stickers, alphabet stickers, some Bo Bunny rub-ons. No, that's the wrong thing. Sorry. These are, I was like, that's not Bo Bunny. These are thicker foam stickers, and then the brads were just part of my stash. The Prima flowers, the ribbon is part of my stash. The pearls are part of my stash. I have a stamp that was from Pearl Impression, Personal Impression stamp, and there's also a stencil work. I don't know if you can see it, and that was just part of my stash. And I used some Close to My Heart ink for the stamping, and some Distress mica stain for the splatters. But I thought this was really pretty, and I will go back and try to find what I used, because it's either Scrap-A-Sketch or Sketches in Time. I can't remember which one. I think it's Scrap-A-Sketch though. This one was also, it was Bash Your Scrapbook Stash does a group of challenges, and this was the sketch from it. And again, I forgot to, I don't know why I didn't print it. This is the Bo Bunny stuff. The papers are old Bo Bunny, the stickers are old Bo Bunny, the title or the letters are Bo Bunny. There's rub-ons that were awful, by the way. Those did not last, but they were Bo Bunny. The flower just came from my stash. The buttons just came from my stash. The brads were Bo Bunny. There are gems here that came from my stash. And yeah, it was April's Bash Your Scrapbook Stash sketch. And that's what I look like. But yeah, these rub-ons were awful, just so you know. But they're also really old, so that's my own fault. Anyway, there's that. And this was from 2019. Obviously, we had a little snowstorm in October. This was another Disney. Like I said, I did a couple of different Disney, and it was a Scrap-A-Sketch. And again, for some reason, I didn't print it, and I don't know why. But this collection is Simple Stories. And it's the Say Cheese, but they have like 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I just kind of combined a lot of the different, and At the Park and all that. But everything is Simple Stories, except the cut file is Pear Tree cut files. And these little Mickey heads were part of just my stash that I have. But everything else is some version of Simple Stories. Like I said, it might not have been the same collection, but it's all those kind of collection. And this is my daughter on my son's senior trip in Disney eating a Minnie Mouse Rice Krispie treat. This one is all about the mouse, and I used this Scrappy Square, which is actually a Scrap-A-Sketch, but I found it on the Scrappy Square. And this one is also Simple Stories, a lot of it, and it also has a pear tree cut file that I colored with shimmer inks, and then I stamped this and heat embossed, so it's Hello Moments. I added some stickles to a few things, so like this, the castle and the heart, if you see it close, it has stickles on it. And what else did I do? There's also some Mickey heads from my stash. It all comes from Simple Stories again, except the cut file and the Mickey heads. There's a stamp. This stamp was Concord and Ninth stamp, and I used Versamark and Lindy's embossing powder. And yeah, that's me meeting Minnie Mouse on my son's senior trip back in 2019. This is from a sketch from the scrap room. It also used a Flavors of the Month kit from August. It is the 49 in Market Spectrum. I added some stuff because I didn't have enough in the kit for what I wanted to do, but this was the sketch and this is what I did. I extended my sunbursts a little further around, and let's see, it's all 49 in Market, I'm pretty sure, except I have some stamping going on. I don't know if you can see it, but here, 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 up there. Anyway, so that stamping was a hot off the press stamp, and then the splatters is Heidi Swapp Color Shine. So this is just my daughter and some of her friends back in 2020. Last few ones here. This is a Sketches in Time sketch from January. And I used Close to My Heart Miracle, which is one of my very oldest Close to My Heart collections that I have. And then all the hearts are Close to My Heart wood veneer. The title and the cameras are Bramble Fox. It's Close to My Heart glitter gems. I used there are some rub-ons. Oh yes, the rub-ons are, I don't know if you can't really see them, but there's some little stitching rub-ons here. Those were Autumn Leaves rub-ons. The stamps were the new Tim Holtz heart stamps and just Close to My Heart ink. And I thought this one turned out really cute. This is another Sketches in Time. It was the first Sketches in Time of April, and it's this really cool. And when I saw that, I was like, ooh, I don't know what I can do with that. But then I did this with it. And this is my niece back in 2015. They were the district basketball champs, and it's a picture of them getting their plaque and then with their plaque. And I used some Craft Consortium is this, and then this was just in my stash, these basketball papers, and then some washi from my stash. The alphabets were from my stash. These glitter basketballs were the Paper Studio La Petites. There's a pocket card that I cut up in it, and it's from American Crafts. The epoxy flare is Scrap and Happy Studio. The enamel dots, I don't know where the enamel of that was, probably just my stash too. And then I used some Nuvo drops also. So that was a fun one. That it was really different, but I really enjoyed it. This one is another 2-pager, and I'm sure it came from something, but I don't know what. It used Close to My Heart Chantilly paper and chipboard. I added some Hit Kit Club alphabet. That's the alphabet stickers, and some thicker alphabet stickers. And then these are thicker fabric stickers. The chipboard is from the Chantilly. The wood veneer is Close to My Heart. And I used hot off the press stamps. This feather and stars are all that. And this is my daughter in at a photo shoot back in 2015. And the last few, this is another one of my favorites, and it used this sketch that was a My Little Scrapbook Store sketch, and I used another super old, close to my heart collection called Dreamin', and everything on that is from there except the sunflowers are $49 in Market. The wood veneer is some assemblage required. The eyelets, the sunflower eyelets, are from the Eyelet Outlet, or they're brads, not eyelets, Eyelet Outlet. And then had some twine here. The mixed media, there's some stamps. I don't know if you can see it, but here is a little flower, and up here is a flower. And the stamp was a Prima stamp. And there was also, on my photo mat, I stamped, and that's a Graphic 45 stamp. And then the splatters there's some gold splatters. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe let's see right there. Those were Distress Mica. So anyway, I loved how this one turned out. And then the very first one, which is the last one I'm going to share with you, it is a paper issues sketch from, I want to say it was the beginning of the year, but I don't remember for sure. They were doing a sketch a day, and this was one of them. And the Close to My Heart Jackson collection, and that's what pretty much everything came from, except the acrylics are, some of them are Bramble Fox. Sorry, I keep saying some of them are Bramble Fox. Some of them are Pear Tree Cut Files. The stamp, which is back here, is called Dark Room Door Stamp, and the splatters are Heidi Swapp Color Shine. And like I said, the stickers and paper are all Close to My Heart. And that is it. Oh, and this is Bar Harbor, Maine, back on my 50th birthday trip in 2022. And that is it. So that's 27 of the 30 pages I did. Now I get to go put them up, and when the time comes, May 1st and May 2nd, you'll see the 2 May I Scrap Lift You pages that I did. And then as soon as everybody, and they release all the pages for the telephone hop, I will have that video up showing you that page. And I thank you so much for being here today. I hope you join me in May for I hope is a process video a day with the May I Scrap Lift You group. And if you like this video, I'd love it if you give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button below if you want to see some more. Thanks, guys. Bye.